day 3 of my EESP week. Today, I don't know if you can see behind me, it is beautiful sunshine. So we are going to go on a long walk with the dogs. We try and do it on a Sunday if we get the weather, and as it's sort of early spring, it's unpredictable, but this morning when I woke up early, you could see it was going to be beautiful. So I went on the internet and I picked some walks around Earlswood Lakes. We were going to go to Staffordshire. My husband had picked something out of the Country Farm magazine, which I've had a photograph published of Fido in there. I'll share that with you one day. But when I read it last night, I did point out he'd picked a cycle route. So it was plan B, and I'd seen this Earlswood Lakes walk previously in another magazine, so which I couldn't find this morning, typical. So at 7 o'clock this morning, I was on the internet and I've picked one which will go from Earlswood Lakes. So I'll show you some snippets of that later. So we've got our rucksack, and we need this because I'm going to try my gimbal out, as I said, and you attach the gimbal to the straps. So hubby's going to wear that so that I can be in the video. I can't believe Lola is barking. Hold on. Right, so we've got our trusty rucksack because I'm going to take my gimbal, and Fido is eating, I'm sorry. What can I say? And you attach that to the strap and then pop your gimbal in. So I should hopefully get some nice videos of that. And because we're responsible dog owners, we have a doggy poo box here, so that if we're walking, there's no bins, we haven't got to carry it in our hands, it's just in there. So that's all ready with our walks. Next thing is to sort out breakfast, and last night's dinner was amazing that hubby made. So here's the link to the video for that. But we did have some extra spring onions which he'd chopped, and for breakfast, I don't know if you just saw in the background Lola jumping up. It's because it's where the treat box is for her, and I think she was trying to pinch something when I wasn't looking. So yeah, so for breakfast now, Kieran's asked for an omelette using the spring onions, and I'm going to add some tomatoes into that and some mushrooms, and I can't believe Fido's eating so noisily. And then I'll also add some crispy bacon on the side for him, and that'll set him up lovely for our walk, which is about, I think it's about 5 miles, so it's not massively sort of strenuous, and it is apparently on a flat surface, so but it still is a good bit of exercise to do on a lovely spring day. Right, so I better make hubby and my breakfast, otherwise we're never going to get out for that walk, are we? Okay, so into the pan here I've cut about a dozen cherry tomatoes I've chopped up. Now, rather than do 2 separate omelettes for us, I'm going to do one between us and just give us half each. So it's going to be quite thick, but these pans are amazing, especially when I put the lid on. You can see there's no oil in there, and if you know me, I don't cook with oil. We did last night a little bit for the prawn soup, but that was purely because it was in the recipe, and hubby doesn't like not following the recipe. So I did limit how much he did put in, but as a whole, I never ever add fat to any of my cooking. Right, so to that I'm going to add 6 whisked eggs. Now can you see why I bought 30 eggs on Friday? There we go. That's how easy you can get through some eggs. And then I'm going to add some chopped spring onion left over from last night. There we go. And then I'm going to add 60 grams of cheese. I literally only had a dash of milk yesterday. That's my only healthy extra A. That's awful, isn't it? I'm terrible for it. Okay, so that's there. And all that's left to do now is to pop the lid on. There we go. And I'm just going to leave that to cook on its own, as I normally do with my omelettes, and come back to it. Hubby's bacon is cooking away there for him, so that's nice. He's going to have his with 1 slice of toast. Now me, again because I'm Slim World, I'm going to have a promise gluten-free roll with mine. If you've never tried these, you really should. Let me show you the packet. There we go. Now these are one of your healthy extra Bs, and look how big they are. I mean, they're massive. It makes you really feel like you've had a lot to eat when you haven't, and they're so good. Really great to make sort of sandwiches for lunch. I had it with my soup last night. I'm having it with breakfast today. What you can do, if you slice it and use the fry light butter and a bit of chopped garlic, you can actually make your own garlic bread, which is free then, so that's perfect. or make a little panini if you put it in sort of your panini maker or your Georgia form like I do. You can put any fillings in and squash it down to make you feel like having a panini. It comes in white as well, so if you want the panini effect, then white might be better, but still just as good as this. This is the seeded whole grain sandwich rolls, but you can have white as well as part of your healthy extra B, so they are a really good thing to have in. I've got a load in the freezer, and they're from Sainsbury's. They're about £1.50 for 3, but they freeze well, and they're just amazing. So that's a recommendation from me. So I'll put a link to that down below here. Okay, so how's everything going on here? Bacon's looking good there, and my omelette is starting to cook through, so it should give it a bit longer. Right, I just want to show you these, which you might have seen on my videos the last week. These are Juice Plus tablets. They're the berry ones, and I take 2 of these a day, and I got them from a guy from Dublin actually, Michael, and I will put the link to his Facebook on the bottom of here. But these are supposed to help you with your hair and your nails. Also weight loss it says, but it's not the reason I'm taking it, and obviously maintaining for 4 weeks it didn't work for me. But I have to say my hair and nails do feel so much better from taking them. So it's just a little supplement and it's all healthy, but I will put the link on to this for you. Just something for you to be aware of. I do recommend them, although I don't know the science behind them, but I'm happy with them. Right, so shall we have a look at the omelette? Let's have a look. Oh wow, can you see that bubbling away? Cheese is all melted lovely. Oh, it's just cooked, and I haven't had to flip it or anything because putting the lid on acts like an oven. So I'm going to pop the lid back on, keep the heat into that while I'm waiting for the bacon and the toast to finish. So here's this bacon. As you can see, all the fat is still on it, which is what he likes. He does like it crispy. Might give it a little bit of a turn for him. It's not as crispy as yesterday's bacon, because we've got in the active fry for him, whereas this is on the stove. So that's looking all good. So I just need the toast to pop up, and then we're good to go, I think. Okay, so there's the finished omelette with my healthy extra B roll. I'm so looking forward to this now, and this will really set us up ahead of our walk later. And by the sounds of it, Fido setting himself up as well. So let's come back later, and we'll see you after our walk. I've got my trusty cup of tea here. And there's husby's breakfast. Oh, there's Fido as well. Say hi, Fido. And Lola's come to say hello too. There we go. They're so excited about their little walks. I'm going to have my breakfast, my second cup of tea of the day, and we'll see you after the walk. Hi. Wow, what a day. The sun was out. It was a beautiful, beautiful spring day. And we went on our walk. It didn't quite go to plan. It never does when we go on walks. We went to Earlswood Lakes. And I said this morning I got up really early, went on the internet and found a selection of walks. None of them really had maps on them, bar one, which was just around the lakes, and I felt that was a little bit too short for us. So the other 2 walks were just like a written walk. So we headed over to Earlswood Lakes. Here's Lola in the car, very excited. She travels like that everywhere. Went to Scotland for 12 hours. That's exactly how she sat. She just couldn't resist looking out the window. She gets so excited. She just loves it. She just wants to take it all in. So anyway, we get to the car park and we sort of go the way we think we need to go. And we sort of get lost. Well, not get lost. We were on the right lane, so I thought. I asked someone for directions, and he said 400 yards you'll see such and such. So we went, and then asked somebody, and they said yeah, but you've got to go miles down the road here and do blah blah. So we did. We thought we're back on track, and then we couldn't find Earlswood station. So somebody else said, oh no, you're miles where you need to go blah blah blah. So hubby said, you know what, let's just go around the lakes. We've been going for ages anyway, so let's go on the lakes and we'll have an early finish. So we walked around the lake. I started walking back to the car. I realised where we went wrong. We should have turned left in the car park and not gone out of the car park and turned left. Had we done that, we'd done a completely different route. But you know what? We did about 4.5 kilometres. It didn't matter. The dogs got a bit of exercise, we got a bit of exercise, and it was such a lovely day. And then we came home and my parents popped round for a cup of tea, and I went to Sainsbury's and bought a selection of pastries, which we've got half of them left. There we go, look. I didn't have any because I'm on SP. What I did have was a pack of mixed melon. So aren't I a good girl? Because I'm having for my sins today the rest of my slimline wine. Because I'm a good girl. Tonight is Sunday dinner time, or just Sunday roast for my hubby. We're having roast beef, so that's in the oven already. So I wasn't sure if I was going to give up my Sunday roast completely. Well, I wasn't going to give it up ever. It's whether I was going to have the roast potatoes and stuff. And I've decided today, actually, my weight loss is more important than my roast potatoes. I can have them next week. So I've got some butternut, which I'm roasting, and I'll have that instead. It's a bit different to roast potatoes for roast beef, but you know what? For me this week, it's more important to get something on the scales, because it's been sort of very steady, but it hasn't moved for a month. So that's what I'm going to have. We've got some broccoli with it, and I may sin some gravy, but as I said, most of my sins are going on that tonight. So that's my roast dinner. So while that's cooking, I'm going to go and sit and watch TV. So I'll come back later and show you my different Sunday roast dinner, and obviously my husband will have the full traditional roast dinner. But all in all, it's been a really nice day. I do love these bright spring days, and in fact we're so inspired by this new spring weather. We're going to have a braai next Saturday evening. Now braai, if you don't know, is South African for barbecue, and so if you tune into my channel, you'll get to see how you can do a barbecue, or braai in my case, because my husband's South African, and still stay on plan. So there's an incentive to subscribe and click. So I'll see you shortly when my Sunday roast is ready. Hi, so Sunday dinner is ready. So here's my his and her Sunday roast. So this is my husband's traditional Sunday roast, beef and Yorkshire pudding with broccoli and roast potatoes and some gravy. And then over here with my slimline wine is mine, which is butternut squash and broccoli and roast beef, which I'm really going to look forward to. As I said, it's my choice this evening to do this. I'm sure the roast potatoes and the Yorkshire pudding wouldn't have made much difference, because I would have sinned the Yorkshires and it would have just been a day where I hadn't got EESP. But do you know what? Sometimes it's okay to say, do you know what? I'm going to give it up for a week. I gave up alcohol for January and it was fine. And I'm sure I can give up potatoes just for one Sunday lunch. So that all's left for me to say today is have a really good Sunday evening. Please subscribe to my channel, some inspirations for you. Tomorrow is obviously another day. After this, I need to make the lunch and breakfast for tomorrow to take to work, which I will show you tomorrow morning. And can you guess what? Fido's eating, doesn't he always when I press record? So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4 on my EESP week. So have a good evening and take care, and don't forget, subscribe.